What's up guys, just finished week 13 of the trading challenge, trading from $100 to $1,000,000. We're currently at 26.7k, which is around a 2k increase from last week. We were at about 24k, now 26, which is not bad considering that the whole market took a pretty big dip. So the Pulse chain dropped at the worst like 14%, and Ethereum dropped like pretty hard, like 22%. So yeah, been quite a bad week for most people, but we've held up pretty decently, and we actually have more money now than last week, so not bad. Yeah, there was quite a lot of good launches this week, but to be honest, I fumbled pretty much all of them. So I made about 1 grand, but this easily could have been like tens of thousands. Yeah, I'll go through all them real quick. So there was P burn and W burn. These were scams, but you still could have printed pretty good on them. So P burn, I got in this really early, or really like good on a dip. So had its initial pump, came down. I bought this dip right down here at like, I think it was like 13k. I ended up selling for literally a 2x, like a little Jeep. And then after I sold, it literally did another 10x. So that could have easily been, a 5-ish grand trade, just from like, a couple $100. But instead I only made like 200. So that was an L. There's also W burn, which was launched on the same people. Can't even find that one, but I made what, like 500-ish on that. So overall, like another 700 or some ish on those two scams. And then there was Milady. Now this one was a big fumble as well for me. Milady. So this was called by Ian and B Roots on stream. I think they called it in their subscribers as well before, but I got in right down here at like 280k, and I legit sold like a 2x, like a Jeet. I'm a 2x Jeet. So I made, I think, 500, yeah, $400. Easily, literally was a 20x when I bought. I was like one of the first buys, and then it did a 20x. I would have made what, 100 mil pulse, maybe 80 mil some shit if I just sold up here. But it'll probably even keep on going higher. Like they have a lot of conviction in it. So, they think it's gonna go pretty good, and they've been very on point so far. So, I'm a Jeet and I sold, and that's an L, but it is what it is. And then there was MSK. I also sold this one way too early, right? Way too early. I got in this stupidly early. Is probably why I sold so early, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I had like no info on this shit, but it was what, 30k when I got in. I legit sold it like around here, 80-90k, and then it just kept on going. So I think Incognito team like actually accepted it, or like like they're supporting it, and obviously it did a 10x ish after I sold, and that would have easily been another, well, how much did I sell it for? I only sold it for $100. That ain't shit. Or $100 profit. So yeah, it would have been like 2 or 3 grand. Yeah, so easy like 10 grand fumble just by selling too early. But it is what it is. Still made like a grand overall on these new launches. And then also Kishka, that shit just doesn't stop going up. So Kishka is up another what, 30% this week. Had a big, consolidation or whatever. Came back down, retested the all-time high, and then, had this like channel. Obviously it's broke out now. And just as it broke out last night, this was actually on Shield Tank at the breakout, which is part of the reason why I pumped. So yeah, it was on Shield Tank. Someone in the community spoke to Ian and B Roots, and then obviously people in the watching, they started buying. You can go watch that if you want, but it was a decent show. And yeah, I mean, Kishka, like, it looks good as fuck. I've got, let's have a look. I got 15 grand in Kishka right now. So that's like around little over 2%. I'm at least bag holding 1% this whole cycle. So, I'm very bullish on Kishka. And then I'll probably just, the other 1% take profit along the way, sell some, sell some, sell some. And then, bag hold that other 1% the whole way. And then whenever I think that, crypto's fucking over, Bitcoin's topped, Ethereum, Pulse, then I'll sell that. But yeah, Kishka's too good of a narrative, man. Richard Hart's cat. You look at Ethereum, Sol, Base, all that. Like, that's why this coin's performing well, because everyone knows that top cats are minimum 100 mil on every chain. So 600k is like insultingly low for Kishka. Yeah, I mean, we got a really nice position in that. It's pretty much holding up the whole portfolio. And then the other part is ink. So I've got 3100 ink, and then I've got some Pulse for new launches. That ink is worth 9 grand. I put in what did I put in? 125 mil Pulse. So I'm still up 2 million Pulse. So we had a really, really good entry on that. It didn't even come down to where I bought. If you go on here real quick, against Pulse chain, you can see I literally bought down here. So it's like still up 3%, and I put in another 25 mil there. But overall, hasn't even came down to the entry. And then so obviously we're still in profit against Pulse chain. Like, that's a really good entry, and I'm pretty happy with that. That's fine. Other than that though, there's nothing really else to talk about. You got 26 grand-ish. We're about a 40x away from $1 million. I'm pretty confident that Pulse chain alone will do a 40x. So that's completely fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum look fine now. They've had their big old dip. Maybe they have like another week, but I don't know, like another week of red. I think they're good to go back up now and start the next leg and actually break this zone on Ethereum. That's when the real fun starts. Maybe it'll be after Christmas, who knows, but getting close to that time now where we're going to start breaking all the highs on ETH, and that'll be the real fun for this cycle. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Start at 27 grand, pretty much, just under. And yeah, I mean, that's all. So follow me on my Twitter account, follow me on my Telegram, and join FeineNetwork. That's all. Thanks for watching.